All right, this is going to be the second installment of the How to Train Your Grandma series. In the last video, we talked about why it is so important for not just anyone in general, but specifically those over the age of 50, of why it's so important for them to be strength training. I have trained a handful of clients in person over the age of 50. And so this is going to be a string of videos that really dives into a lot of the things that I like to implement, but also why I implemented them and why I think they're so important, why they have actual carryover to everyday life, and why you, if you're a coach or if you're just someone who's trying to get your family members to make working out, training, moving their bodies just a regular part of their lifestyle. I hope this series of videos can really help point you in the right direction, to at least whether that's giving recommendations to the family members of what they can do, or if you're a trainer or coach, what you can do with your clients as well that I've had success with, and why I think these things are important. Today we're going to talk about the box squat. To me, the box squat is very important for a multitude of reasons. First and foremost, this truly mimics everyday life motions of them, such as getting on and off the couch, on and off the toilet, in and out of their cars, things of that nature. So I think squatting and being able to decelerate your body and reverse that is very important. But when we box squat, we're coming down to a stationary position, and we need to be able to get ourselves out of that static position. That is why I deem box squats very important. Another reason why box squats are great is because we can scale them for the ability of the individual that we're working with. And what do I mean by that is we can change the height of the box to meet them where they're at. We can go something like this. This is not in a great spot. We can move, we have this plate, so we're a little high, and then we can also add a plate on here to increase the height if they can't get down to, the first plate height. But we can also remove plates out of the equation to get into an even deeper squat. And so for me, at least, when I'm working with populations, I maybe not putting a barbell on their back and having them, back squat, things like an SSB bar or a camber bar where they can really just leave their hands down here. Those are really good tools to have in your gym or your arsenal. But things like a kettlebell or a dumbbell and a simple goblet squat are going to get the job done here. And this is how I like to have them squat typically. Like I said, it's very important to be able to just free squat because you have to decelerate your body and then be able to reverse that action. But like I said, getting on and off the toilet, on and off the couch, in and out of chairs, can be a very troublesome thing for older population people. And so the box squat is going to be able to directly target that movement pattern and that ability. It is then going to not only strengthen the muscles that perform those actions, but it is going to make that movement in general that much easier for them in their day-to-day life. And this is why I typically incorporate box squats at least once per week. Like I said, every now and then we will free squat as well, even if we're not doing with the bar on our back, just a typical goblet squat. But the box squat is a paramount movement for those older population clients that you're going to be training. And this is a great movement overall to just build overall strength, stability, control, and build that movement pattern as well. So I highly recommend, if you are a trainer or you're someone who is trying to just encourage your older family members to make working out a regular part of their life, this is a great place to start.